Yokuso Otakus, this is Dre here, and we're back with more Shuten Order. I am not that excited. We're back with Shuten Order, and today we get to find out about the mystery. It's a murder mystery, and we get to partake today. If you guys like this content, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. Let me know. Subscribe to Yokuso Otaku for more anime news, reviews, and gaming, and let's get into it. Now, where to start? Start investigation. Oh, we got to investigate the jetty. We have a little lineup of homies here. We got to snap our fingers. I remember that part. Let's see what case record is. Oh, we got nothing. Oh, wait, no, we do. Just before the reading of the will began, the third son of the Kakuri family, Saizo, was found dead. Or Seizo. January 2nd, he was found floating around on a boat, and he died a few hours before discovery. Investigation. Discovery. That's a dead man if I ever seen one. What kind of evidence we have here is a damaged bridge support. Freshly damaged. And we have a lot of suspects. We're all suspects. I'm a suspect. You're a suspect. The maid's a suspect. The angels are suspects. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what the maid says.
Mizuno-san, 具合は大丈夫ですか?
All right, daijoubu desu ka? How are you?
ご心配おかけしてすみません.
Sorry for making you worry about me. I'm fine. That aside, thank you for what you did. What I did?
私をかばってくださった
You protected me, remember? That made me so happy.
でも
You shouldn't do that anymore. You shouldn't get involved with me. Why do you say that? Ondesu? Because nothing good will come of it, Mr. Shimobe.
それどころか
On the contrary, it will only make the Kikuri family think less of
で
you.
も水野さんは何もし
You
てない
didn't
んで
do
す
anything,
だ
did
った
you?
ら胸を張って
Hold your head high and tell them you're wrong.
分かってるんです
I already know. No one will listen to my
私
story.
が聞きますから
I'll listen. Don't throw in the towel just
事
yet.
件を解決す
Need
るた
your
めに
help,
も
Mizuno, to solve this crime.
今朝私たちが
Anything
ここに
strange
来る
happened
ま
this
での
morning
間に
before Inugami and
何
I
か変わ
got
っ
here.
たことはあり
Very
ませんでしたか
dangerous to freaking start assuming that this girl's definitely good for sure. Like, just because she's, like, kind of frail and soft doesn't mean she's not secretly evil.
変わった
Anything
特に
strange?
何も
Not particularly. I woke up at 6 and did the laundry and the cleaning.
掃除や
I
洗
don't think
濯
we
を
want to
していたの
snap
で
at her for the laundry and the cleaning, do we? I woke up at 6.
これはアリバイ確認になる
Now I can check alibis. I should ask her more about this. 6 o'clock. Is there anything here that would make us think that I'm at Discovery 11 and it was just a few hours before, so it could have been her. Could have been her. Let's see what this guy says.
あなたが最初に死体を見つけた
When
時
you first saw the body, did you
気づいたこと
notice anything?
気づいたこと
Notice anything?
わかんねえでさ
I don't know. I was shocked, so I ran to find you
おい
guys.
しっかり思い出
Come on,
せ
use those brains. Did you really not see the culprit at all?
とんでも
Of
ね
course not.
えボートの上には
Young Master Seizo was the only one I saw. No one
ここ
else.
に降りてくる途中でも
Didn't
誰と
see
もすれ違
anyone
わ
on
な
my
かった
way
って
down
さ
here either,
信じて
believe
く
me.
ださい
Did he see someone? Could he have saw someone? I don't want to call him on his lie just yet either. Let me just double check. The son was found dead. A boat floating in the lake. Cause of death, more hemorrhagic shock from abdominal stab wound, hatchet. First discover, okay, so he went to the dock to check out the lake. After the suspension bridge collapsed, he found Saizo dead on the lake. There's nothing that shows that there was anybody else down there just yet, unless I forgot from our
少
last
し
playthrough.
お話を伺ってもいい
Can I ask you a few questions? Sorry, but I'm busy. I have to report to the company about this. Unlike you, I don't have any time to spare. I feel like
白鳥さん死体を調べ
having
て
examined the body, did you notice
気
anything?
づいたこと
Notice anything?
そうですね
Let's see.
腹部の傷はかなり深いです
The wound to the abdomen is quite
た
deep.
だし防御層は見えていない
However, I don't see any
被害者は
defensive
隙を突かれたか
wounds, so either he was
寝ている
caught
と
off
ころを
guard
刺
or
され
asleep.
たか
Did the body have defensive wounds? He just had a stab. That's not really defensive. Defensive would be like, I'm blocking you, and so my arm got cut.
ああそれから
There also seems to be a small burn on
焼け
his
ている
right
ように見え
palm.
ます
Okay, that's weird.
右の手のひらが
On his right palm, what does that mean? I want to know. Yeah, I want to know that too. That might be prime for pressing, but we're gonna check the body one more time, I think.
捜査は
And is the investigation moving along?
ええ
Well, yes.
おやなんだか
Oh,
暗
you
い
look
な
down. I'm rooting for you, Mr. Great Detective.
もしかしたら今後
Might even become someone integral to the order one day.
そんな大げさな
That's beautiful. Not a total exaggeration,
なん
though.
というか
How should I put it? You have this extraordinary aura about you. You know what would be really fucking
ま
crazy?
さか私が
Imagine
元教
if
祖だって感づ
they
いているなん
knew.
てこと
They knew the whole
Not
time.
yet.
All the people in the order actually knew exactly who the main character was. That would be hilarious. And they're just messing with me.
ああそうそう私
I have
から
one
も
more
一つ
piece of information for
クリ
you.
ケが所有している
Kakuri
ボートはそれ
family
一つ
only
き
has
り
one boat, only this one.
そもそも向こう岸にあった
It
桟
seems
橋も
that
今
like
は
the
取り壊され
jetty was on the other wait, that was on the
Maybe
other
the
side has
one
been
on
taken
Nice.
down and no one comes by boat.
そのボートも
Even this boat was always tied up and left to rot.
普段使われて
This
いない
boat
ボ
was
ート
never used? Then why was
Sure
Seizo on
not.
it? That bugs me. Okay, so the boat's a very odd looking rowboat. I don't see anything wrong with it.
これといって気に
I don't see anything wrong with it. Why'd you have to say that?
くくり家の兄弟
This is
2
the
人
body of the
Kukuri
Kukuri
Seizo no
siblings, Seizo Kukuri. He died with a scared expression. I don't know why we would do this one. This is definitely who he is.
彼の身に
least
一
according to
体
everyone.
何が起こったのか
What happened to his body? I have to look into this carefully. Okay, so I think our first finger snapping we're gonna do is gonna be. Oh wait, we have a couple more. Let's check out some stuff.
ボートを係留して
The
おくた
rope
めのロー
used
プ
for
だ
mooring the boat.
手繰り寄せられた部分は
The part you used to pull in the boat must have fallen into the lake. It's almost completely wet. Oh, I was gonna say, why is it completely wet? But no, it probably logically, if you think about it, the boat traveled across the water and the rope dipped into it, and they needed to pull the boat back because the boat was out in the water. We knew that much, so it would be wet. That's normal.
係留ロープがこの状
How
態
did the
になる
morning
って
or the morning rope, the mooring rope get to be in such a state? I mean, that makes sense to me. That's not really that question.
殺されたくくり製造さん
You
につ
know
いて
anything about the death of
何か知っていること
Seizo
があれば
Seizo Kukuri?
教え
Then please tell me.
は
Huh? I
クソ
couldn't
だ
care
ぜ
less about that pathetically.
あむしろ死んで
In
せ
fact,
い
I'm
せ
relieved
い
he's
して
dead. He
そんな
He was your brother.
お前に俺た
What
ち
do you know about
兄弟
us?
部外者は
Shut
黙っ
up,
てろ
outsider.
兄弟
Brothers? Family? Don't make me laugh. We just happen to be born to the same people as us.
じじいは古いタイプだったからね
The old fart was old fashioned. He liked playing house with his wills and whatever.
あなたは
This guy's kind of a dick.
製
Though
造
his
さんに
jacket
何
has
か
a really
恨み
great
でもあっ
pattern.
たんですか
Could you hold a grudge against Seizo for anything? What are you talking about? There's no way I'd give two hoots what that moron did.
アホがアホ面さらして死んだただそれだ
The
けのこと
moron
じゃ
died with a moronic look on his face. That's all there is to it. How do you know that? How do you know he died with a...
本当にバカだぜ
He was really stupid. He knew today was the will reading, but he decided to leave early.
朝っぱらから出かけてたしいつものように
I
朝
suppose he was
会
going to
議
come
す
back
る
during
んだ
the
ったんじゃね
morning like he always did. What?
製
He
造が
left?
出かけた
Does that have something to do with his death? Okay, well, that's an interesting piece.
あの殺害され
I'd
た
like
製
to
造
ask
さ
you
ん
about the victim, Seizo. I'm not going to talk to you about anything. Okay.
大きな湖
It's a huge lake. The water is clear. I can see the fish swimming. All right. So the first thing that I want to do is question this
防
doctor. a
御
little
層は見当たらないの
bit.
で
No defensive wounds. Not that worried about that.
右の
Okay,
手
the
のひら
burn.
が
Let's
少
see
し
what happens.
焼けているように
This is where we're going to try our first finger snap.
手のひらが
Palm of his hand is burnt?
ええ、これはや
Yeah,
け
so
ど
you
の
can
跡
see
です
the mark,
しか
and
も
this looks
比較的
relatively fresh.
それ以外は特
Other than
に
that, I didn't notice anything.
解剖でもすれば別で
If
す
I could perform an autopsy, I
今ここで
could help more,
これ
but
以上の
for now,
検
this is all I could find.
参考になりました。
You're very helpful, thank you. Okay, so that helped a little bit, right? Palm of his right hand was burned black. That's a pretty bad burn. Let's check him on defensive wounds then, too. I feel like the defensive
Eh,
wounds could be part of
これ
that.
は
You
や
can
けど
see the
の
mark, it looks
それ
relatively
以外
fresh. Oh, okay, so he's actually not going to tell us anymore. The next one that I kind of wanted to think about pushing is this guy. He had some
本
strange
当に
things
バカ
too.
だぜあいつ
He decided to leave
今日が
early,
総
so
会
let's
議の日だっつう
see.
のに
I'm a little
朝っぱらから
worried
出か
about
け
the
てし
family members. I feel like they're going to be a little quicker to snap at me for questions, but I do want to see what this is about. So we are going to snap here. What? Did you see him leave the house this morning?
それ
Yeah.
は何時頃の
What time was that roughly?
朝の7時だ
It was 7 in the morning. I remember that well. Okay, so the maid is saying that at 6 a.m. she went to maid. And this guy's saying that this guy left at 7, so an hour right after the maid.
あいつがバタバタ音を立て
He
て
was banging
外
around
に出て
getting ready to
いくも
go
んだ
out, so he woke me
そ
up.
んで帰ってきたと思っ
Just
た
when I
ら
thought he'd come back, he
死体になってい
turns
た
up
なんて
dead. Man, that's funny. Hee, hee,
今度は
hee, hee. That's not that funny. That was another piece that we figured out. Okay, so this next guy's not going to talk to me, and I feel like if we try to push him on that, then we're just going to get, like, our trust is just going to knock down. So let's not push him just yet. I want to try to find maybe easier players.
変わった
Anything
特
strange?
に何も
Not particularly. I woke up at 6 and did the laundry and the cleaning.
掃除や洗濯をしていたので
Maybe she'll tell us more about what laundry and cleaning were. Seems a little weird to snap at this, but we're gonna try anyway. Might regret this.
朝6時には起きて
So you did housework after you woke up at 6. Did you see anyone?
起きてすぐ
I met Master Yoichi's wife immediately. You told me how to do the laundry better. Oh, that sounds about right.
くくりみきさんと一
So
緒に
you were here with Miki Kukuri at what time?
起きてから
From when I woke up
澤部様と
until
犬神
around
様
the
が
time you and Mr. Inagami arrived here. She was just
そうだ
following
っ
her
たん
around.
ですか
That's kind of rude. What did this guy have to do again? When you first saw the body, did you notice anything?
わかんねえでさ
Shocked. I ran to find you guys. Did you see the culprit? Of course
ボート
not.
の上には製造坊ちゃんだけで
Only when I saw
ここ
anyone
に降りて
else.
くる途
I
中でも
didn't see
誰と
anyone
も
on my
すれ違
way
わな
here.
かったでさ
Okay,
信
this
じてくだ
one
さい
I'm less certain I should press him on, but I do feel like there's a chance he might kind of come up with something.
本当でさ
It's true, I'm not lying. Yeah, okay. So that was a big stink on that one. Okay.
あなたがさ
See if he has anything.
わかおい
So like I'm not saying that they're lying.
ボートの上ここに降りてくる
Didn't see anyone. Okay, that's all he's gonna say.
あの
Unlike you, I don't have any time to spare. I feel like if I press him on this one, he's definitely gonna lose trust in me for that. So let's leave that alone for right now.
くくり家が所有しているそもそも向こう岸にあった
Okay,
桟橋
no
も
one
今で
comes
は
by
取り壊されて
boat.
船での往来はないらしい
Someone might come by boat. I don't know if I really want to draw a question to him.
製造さんはどうして
All right, why was
普段
Seizo on a
使われ
boat
ていない
that no one ever uses then?
うん
Yeah, that bugged me too.
何らかの理由が
Maybe he had a reason to use it and go
製造さんが自ら
and
ボー
got
トに
on himself, or
犯人によって乗
he
せ
was
られ
forced on by the culprit.
まあ
Well, whichever it was, we don't know why.
ボートに乗った
A body on a boat. So if there wasn't blood anywhere else, maybe he was stabbed on the dock and then like shoved backwards in like into the water, but he fell in the boat. And then the person took off. I don't know. Because maybe the person took off because... No. Moving on. Alright. Wait, we don't have great options left. Was there anything we could press on the body?
くくり家の兄弟の一人くくり製造の死体が
Okay, so like, what if we press on the body? Because this isn't actually like a person, so I don't think we could lose trust.
きっとあの腹部に刺さっている
I'm
大
sure
き
the
な
wound
穴が
caused by the
致命
huge
傷になった
machete was the killing blow.
もしあれが凶器だとすると
If that is the murder weapon,
Boat
then does that mean the murderer stabbed him while on the boat?
それとも
Or was he killed somewhere else than brought here?
うーん
I wonder about that. That was kind of a weird response to find out from what we did.
凶器
but-
としては十分に殺傷力がありそうだ
Okay, maybe can we learn about the machete then? Negan. See, that's what I thought was weird was the wrapping.
柄に針金が巻きグリップを良くするた
So
め
yeah,
のものだろう
wires
か
wrapped around it. Is that to make gripping it easier? Wait, what if... Okay, so it's wire, right? And what we know that wire transfers electricity. So what if he has the burn in his hand because the machete was connected to electricity and he was being electrocuted first? And then he stabbed himself?
ドモンさん
I'm just braining out loud, and I know my brain is filled with dumb, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's more exciting than me just being quiet here. Someone, does this machete look or belong to the Kakuri household? Yes, it was used by the gardener to fell trees.
確か物置で
I was sure he'd left it in the storeroom. Only people like you could use something so barbaric. Didn't you bring it out in the first place?
ミスもありま
Perish
せ
the
ん
thought. Last time I saw it was several days ago.
どうしました
What's up?
いや
Well, I was just wondering, was that always there?
ほら見て
Look
く
at
だ
this.
さ
The
い
base of the blade is inscribed with
本
something.
当だ
You're right. It says
王の字に見えますね
Hyun.
刃物のメーカ
Manufacturer's
それとも-
inscription or perhaps someone's initial.
あれは銘を入れるほどの
It's
代
not
物じゃ
something
あ
you'd
り
put
ま
an
せんよ
inscription on. It's just a
どこにでも
machete you can buy anywhere.
それにくくり家の
Besides, there's no one in the
関係者に
Kakuri family with those
ー
initials.
こうといえば
So it says Tion as in information. Or maybe
あるいは
compensation?
報いるという意味でも
Could be a lot of things. There's a lot more words than that, my guy.
つまり
I wonder how that works in Japan,
往
though.
復の
Like,
こう
I'd be really interested in knowing like what that is in Japanese, because obviously that puzzle had to be reworked. Possible retaliation. That's something.
かなり古そうな手漕ぎのボートだ
Not looking robot.
ボートには
Is anything wrong with it?
これといって気に
I don't- it just feels weird. It feels weird that he says that
ボートに
twice.
と別
There's
に
no
そこ
holes in it or anything that stands out. Why would my trust lower? There was no one that affected. That was a completely inner monologue. Dang it. Okay, well, we did want to find out about the robe.
手繰り寄せられた部分は湖に
It's
使っ
almost
ていた
completely
そう
wet.
ほとんど濡れて
Covered
い
in
る
water.
ロープのほとんどが濡れ
The
てい
rope is
る
mostly wet, which means it was still
ということは-
tied to the jetty when it was pushed out.
あの
Yeah, I mean, that's not new info, is it? You need
あな
something?
たが最初にボー
You're
ト
the one who
に気づ
first noticed the
おっし
boat.
ゃる通り
You got that right. I found it
このロ
first.
ープ
The
結
rope
構
is
長
pretty
い
long.
で
Is
す
the
ね
boat normally moored using it? Yeah, we wrap it around the pole here, but as you can see, it's been unwrapped.
そのせいでしょうか
Maybe that's why the boat was floating off towards the shore. Luckily, it was still tied to the pole, so I was able to pull it back in.
まさか坊ちゃん
I
の
had no
死体
idea
が
the young
乗ってい
master's
る
body
なん
was
て
on board. Ah, it shocked me to my core. Well, looks like we figured this part of the
おい
boat.
そろそろ時間だ
It's nearly
それで
time.
は皆さん
Okay, everyone, it's time to return to the mansion and start the reading of the will.
もう
What?
どうしよう
Now what? I don't know if I gathered enough information to uncover the truth.
遺言状の開封をいたします
I
の
won't
で
open the will, so if all of you could gather at the
Seizo-kun no
mansion,
ken ni
we shall
tsuite wa-
discuss Seizo's incident after we're done.
製造坊ちゃんは
We're gonna leave the young master Seizo on the boat like that.
ああ桟
Drag
橋に
him
引き上げて
onto the jetty, thanks. Alright.
いよいよ遺言状が
Finally, the will is gonna be read.
どうかこれ以上
I hope that nothing else will happen. It's like all the money is supposed to be go to Seizo. I don't know. It makes me wonder. I'm very curious. How is this gonna turn out? Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Inheritance meeting day 1. That is very horrific. Start meeting. Oh my god, what is this? Danganronpa? Alright, in the meeting part, use gathered evidence to uncover the truth. Wrong evidence or statements will reduce trust. Keep the trust above 0 to
皆
succeed.
さんおし
Quiet,
少
please,
々トラ
quiet.
ブルはありましたが
Got a bit of a rocky start, but now I can finally deliver to you all the contents of this will. I'm sure the deceased, Tomasa Kakiri, is smiling down
開
upon
封いたしま
us.
すのは
Record I, Kishiru
法務省の
Inugami,
犬神
Kishiru Inugami shall open this.
遺言状の法的な効力につ
I
いて
also
は
recognize this will's legal validity.
また
Lastly, our official witness, Rei Shimobe, will observe the proceedings until its
皆さん
conclusion. You all in agreement?
前工場はいい
Enough with the preamble, just hurry
た
up.
だでさえ時間が押している
You're
と
already
いうのに
behind schedule, so just cut open that envelope already.
そう焦らず
There's no need to rush. Timing is also important when it comes to opening a will.
12時ぴったり
I
に
shall
挟
cut
む
it
ようにね
open at exactly 12.
犬神さん
Inugami, you have 1 minute left.
おっ
Oh, well then.
と開封いたし
I shall open it. Visuals in this game are bar none. They really are
読み
real special.
一つ
Now I shall read. 1.
福利家
The
の全
entire
財産
Kukuri
は
family fortune shall go to whomever fulfills the following requirements. What?
一つそ
2.
の条件
The requirement is that whichever of Kiyomasa Kukuri's 3 sons, Yoichi,
月次郎製造の
Idro, and Seizo,
ここに水野よりを加えて
and Yori Mizuno, or Mizuno. So, of these 4 people, oh, they
こ
do
の遺
name.
言状開封から
Whoever is still alive 48 hours after the will is read shall be bequeathed my fortune.
どういうことだ
What the hell? Why is Mizuno named?
まだ続きがありますので
There's more, so if you could be
一
quiet.
つ
3. If no one fulfills the above requirement, the entire inheritance will be donated to the
以
Shuten.
上です
以上だと
That's all. That's all. Let me see it.
本当だ
It's true. That's all that's written.
わけ
I
が
don't
わかりません
understand what on earth is
お聞き
going
になった
on.
通りですよ
Believe you heard correctly.
3人の息子さんと
The
水野
deceased wants his fortune to be
遺産を
divided
均等
equally
に分配するという
between
のが
his 3 sons and Mizuno.
それが意味不明だと言っている
And
のよ
that's what I don't get.
なんでそこに
Why is that woman's name written on the paper?
生前個人は
The
自分を
deceased was
海外
very
して世
thankful
話して
for
くれた
Mizuno's
水野君
diligent
に
care during
こ
his
の遺
life.
言はそ
And
の
his
気
will
持
is
ち
a
の
reflection of it.
バカ言っちゃいけない
That's so stupid. He wants us to give a fourth of our money to a mere
い
caretaker.
や製造さんがすでに亡くなっているので分配は3分の1ずつということになります
Seizo is also dead. It would be a third now.
あは
I see now. This makes sense.
水野
Mizuno, you're trying to kill the Kukuri family to gain our fortune. I didn't know.
ここに及んで
You're gonna feign ignorance this late in the
遺
game.
言状にしっか
Your
り
name
と
is
したものがない
clearly
と
written in this
お
will.
前は遺産を少し
You
でも
wanted more
多く
money,
稼
so
ぐ
you
ため
killed
に
Seizo.
それは誤解です
You
よ
misunderstand,
陽一
Yoichi.
この遺言状は
This will was written up under the most strictest of
内容
environments.
については
Only the deceased and myself knew of its contents.
互いに
Of
他
course,
人の
we
用の誓い
swore
を立
that
て
neither of us would discuss it to anyone.
遺言状
Lastly,
が
I
完
kept
成
it
し
in
た
a
後
secure
も
location so
私
no
は
one could ever see it.
すなわち
In other words, it's impossible for anyone else to have known what was written until now.
水野君が遺言状の
Therefore,
文言を
Mizuno
もとに
couldn't have known what was written and then gone after Seizo. The only people who knew the contents of the will were Inugami and Kiyomasa Kukiri himself. This music is savagely good. I love this great beat. Huh?
泥棒猫に遺産は絶対に渡さないでは言わせてもらいます
And allow me to say
遺書とは
this.
関係なく
Isn't it possible Mizuno
Mizuno
murdered
Seizo
Seizo for some other reason?
水野は製造さんに
Wasn't
言いながら
Mizuno
困ってい
troubled
たん
by
でしょ
Seizo's constant attempts to hit on her? I mean, it sounds like everyone in this family's been treating her terrible, and she had plenty of opportunity to kill him a long time ago.
しつこい彼に抵抗
Perhaps
して
she
いるうち
stabbed
に
him while trying to get away or something like that.
で
So returning to my point, if Mizuno was the killer,
もし
what
水
would
野
happen to her share?
実際に彼女が
If there was sufficient evidence pointing to her being the killer, her claim would be
殺
rejected.
人は
Murder is a serious infringement of the Order's doctrine.
直ちに教徒として拘
She would be
束
swiftly arrested for being a heretic and punished.
殺人は教義
Murder goes against doctrine, punished as a heretic.
さっきも気になったけど
It's been bugging me for a while now, but there's something seriously off with this place. Yeah, I would say so. Ever so slightly, something is being distorted. Was I
記
really
憶を失う前の私
the
は
founder of this place?
教義とか異教徒と
I'd
か
love to ask more about doctrines or heretics, but I don't think it's the right time.
探偵としての信頼を失う
They
かも
might
しれ
think
な
I
い
can't do my job as a detective, so I'll just leave it for now.
犬神先生
Mr. Inugami, allow me to confirm just one last time. If that woman is the murderer, she gets nothing.
はい
Yes, any claim she had to the fortune would be forfeit.
つまり
In other words, my darling husband's share would grow, correct? Would.
ラッキー
Perfect. We're gonna be rich.
水野さん
Miss
何も
Mizuno,
言い出せずに困って
Mizuno,
る
she's so scared she can't speak.
このままだと本当に
If I
犯
leave
人に
things
され
as
て
they
しまい
are,
そう
she's gonna be blamed.
水野さんが犯人では
Why
ない
is he white knighting her so much?
今まで集めた
I mean,
情
she
報
is
から
like cute,
証
I
明
get
でき
that,
るか
but
もしれない
I might be able to prove that she's innocent with the evidence I've gathered. Start evidence puzzle!
頭の中
Okay,
が
this is
も
kind
の
of
す
weird. My head's much clearer now. The stained glass looks pretty amazing, though. They did a banger job on like
今まで
texturizing
見聞
it.
きした情報も
I can remember
最後
every
までは
last
っきり
piece
と
of
思い
information
出
I've
せる
gathered down to the smallest detail.
今の私なら
I feel
名探偵
like
の
I
よう
could
な
really
華麗な推理さえ披露
perform
で
a
きる気がす
dazzling
る
feat of deductive brilliance right now.
神の
Is it
力
because of evolution?
よしこれまで
Okay,
手に入
let
れた
us
証拠を
use the
駆使
evidence
して
I've gathered so far to
水野さんの
prove
冤罪を
Miss
証明しよう
Mizuno's innocence. This music's good too.
ここでの推理のポイントは
The focus of my
水野さん
deduction
が
is to
製造
prove
の
that it was
殺害は不可能
impossible
だっ
for
た
Miss
ことを証明
Mizuno
で
to
きれ
have
ばいいは
murdered
ず
Seizo.
例えば
For example, show that she has an ironclad alibi.
アリバイを示すなら
If I can piece this evidence together with another, then I can prove it. Okay, in deduction puzzles, set the correct evidence to the question mark slots to build your theory. Examine the evidence carefully and choose the correct one. Prove Mizuno is incapable of committing seppuku. At what time was Seizo killed? What was Mizuno doing at the time of the incident? So she was
水野さん
doing
のアリバイを証明す
laundry.
る上で事
Someone
件
said
当
they
時
knew what she was doing when Seizo was killed. So this should be Mizuno's testimony because Mizuno said that this chick was like following her around him. Oh, was that it?
水野さんのアリバイは
Miss Mizuno's alibi can be
Miki
proved
が
by
証明してくれるはず。
Miki Kukuri's statement. Yes. There's puppy dog everywhere. At what time was Seizo
製造が
killed?
殺され死亡
I have to
推定
pick a
時刻は
time? I
わ
don't
か
have
ら
an
ないけど
estimated time of death, but I can narrow it down. Maybe it
誰かの
was
証言
before 11.
製造の目撃
Oh, okay. We just have to use Kijiro's testimony. The Kijiro must be the really big guy. I kind of missed that, and I wish they showed me a picture of him. But I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, Seizo is leaving the house around 7. Oh, no. Sukijiro is the jerk kid, but he was kind of like the loudmouth jerk, so he gave us info we needed.
これだ朝7時頃
All
に
right.
家を出る製造を築地を
Sukijiro witnessed Seizo leaving the mansion around 7 a.m.,
ということは
which would mean Seizo had to be killed after 7 a.m. at the early.
分かった
Got it. From these testimonies, the conclusion that we can draw is it. Deduction complete. I'm not gonna lie, so that felt easy, but it makes me feel very, very uncomfortable when things are easy in these types of games. Because anytime I've had that happen, it just means that all they were doing is teaching me how things work in a basic way, and the next step is gonna slap me in the face. But we'll see. Ask a question? You may, Rachel, babe. Arigatou gozaimasu. Is it true that you were with Miss Mizuno at 6 a.m. this morning? Well, what? I was just advising her on how to properly wash and clean. I mean, she has no idea how to properly take care of the household. Is there a problem? As the wife of the eldest son of the Kakuri family, that kind of thing is expected. You were with Miss Mizuno until Inagami and I arrived. Yes? Which would mean Miss Mizuno didn't have the time to kill Seizo. In other words, Mizuno has a clear alibi. Huh? Alibi? What are you talking about? If she was with me since 6 a.m., then she could have killed Seizo before then. She used those hands to kill Seizo, then used them to clean with me. Oh, how terrible. I don't think that's possible. According to what Tsukijiro told me, Seizo was seen leaving the mansion at 7 a.m. Objection! Which would make the theory of Seizo being killed before 6 a.m. impossible. Seriously? Non-deska? I don't think she said that. Oh, right. How do we know that Skidro was telling the truth? Say that again, Hag. You saying I'm a liar? Shut up. Oh, if you had kept quiet, we would have pinned the blame on her. Huh? Are we all in agreement that Mizuno isn't the only one who killed Seizo? That stupid brother of mine, every last one of you is completely useless. This concludes my observation. Well done, Reishimobe. I knew you were a great detective from the moment I saw you. With that cleared, any statements disparaging Mizuno will be rejected. Now that's all from the will of the deceased. When it comes to Seizo's incident, there are still a few points that need proper investigation. However, I shall end this gathering here. Also, in keeping with the will, Rei Shimobe and I will watch over the proceedings for the next 48 hours. We shall meet tomorrow at midday for the second meeting, and then again on the following day for the third. Are you all in agreement? Well then, I now adjourn this first inheritance meeting. End of meeting. Alright, I hate to make a much shorter video than normal. However, the last video I ended in a weird spot, and this video would have filled in the mold for completing that video. So we're going to call it here. I want to thank you all for coming in. If you like the content, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. And subscribe to Yokuso Otaku for more Shuten Order, because we're going to continue from here, okay?